Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's plan to become financially independent seems to be going pretty well so far. The former royal couple has a major deal with Netflix, and in December 2020, they signed a podcast deal with Spotify. But not everyone is happy with the $25 million arrangement. In April 2021, the UK-based Musicians Union signed an open letter addressed to UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The letter, signed by big-name musicians including Chris Martin and Paul McCartney, urged the government to ensure that artists are paid fairly when their music is streamed on sites like Spotify. And while not all of the artists in question called out Meghan and Harry's Spotify deal in particular, some artists have a bone to pick with the streaming platform and its multi-million-dollar deal with the former royals. Harrison Reese, a 15-year-old musician based in the UK, told the Daily Star, "I believe what Spotify have done is unethical." Another UK artist, Simon Fielder, who goes by the stage name Uncle Greedy, told the Daily Star, "What Spotify pays artists is ridiculous. It's way too low. No money is made." UK-based singer-songwriter Callum Gardner told the newspaper, "I don't get paid from Spotify. It's never broken even from the money I use to put songs on Spotify." Other industry professionals and fans criticized Meghan and Harry too. Ron Milner tweeted, "Harry and Meghan's $25 million Spotify deal is proof positive that when it comes to the music industry, the biggest victims are professional musicians. Where is their Spotify deal?" The latest controversy isn't the first time artists have criticized streaming services. In 2014, Taylor Swift removed her first 4 albums from Spotify. At the time, Swift wrote a Wall Street Journal essay about why artists should be paid fairly for their work. Her albums reappeared on Spotify in 2017, but not before she called on the industry to think critically about its practices. Still, Spotify's payouts have been lucrative for a select number of artists. Forbes reported that The Weeknd had earned $92 million over a 1-year period, some of which included the earnings from his Spotify streams. But for artists who don't have millions of annual streams, it's much harder to generate sustainable income from the platform. When you're making less than a penny every time your song gets streamed, it's understandable why some artists aren't happy to see the former royals ink a $25 million deal.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
Meghan and Harry's deal is indicative of larger trouble with Spotify and the streaming economy, and it doesn't look like things will be resolved anytime soon. Meghan and Harry proved why Spotify offered them a multi-million-dollar deal in the first episode of their podcast, released in December 2020. The royal couple's introduction to the world of podcasting was a star-studded event, and featured guests like Tyler Perry and Elton John. But the real draw for fans of the royal family was baby Archie, who spoke his first recorded words at the end of the episode. He wished listeners a Happy New Year as his parents laughed and cheered him on, celebrating a successful first podcast.
After me. Ready? Happy?
What? Happy?
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
The deal that Netflix signed with Meghan and Harry has also been speculated to be worth millions. The couple's first series, Hearts of Invictus, was announced in April 2021. It will be produced by their company Archwell Studios and will follow members of the armed forces who are preparing to compete in various sporting events at the Invictus Games. Netflix wrote on their Twitter, "Prince Harry has been a champion of the Invictus Games since its inception. So it's fitting that Archwell's first Netflix series will spotlight and celebrate the competition's amazing athletes." Prince Harry said in a statement, "Since the very first Invictus Games back in 2014, we knew that each competitor would contribute in their own exceptional way to a mosaic of resilience, determination, and resolve. This series will give communities around the world a window into the moving and uplifting stories of these competitors on their path to the Netherlands next year." Harry will serve as executive producer for the series, as well as making an on-screen appearance. So even if some aren't pleased with the deals that streaming services have offered them, it looks like the couple will be financially secure as they continue to separate themselves from the royal family. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite royals are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.